open. Desh Ratan Nigam, let me bring you in. From a legal perspective, I want to understand the sections 292, 293, 509 of the IPC, and you also have the IT Act. Do you think there is a misuse of the law here?
No, no. See, let us see how the law says about 294 clearly provides punishment for public acts of nudity, and it is just 3 months, so there will not be any arrest. Let me make it very clear: there will not be any arrest in this case. So the bail can be given at the level of the police station itself, securing the bail bonds. So no arrest is possible here. And secondly, the IT Act is also there. There also the punishment is offense is available. So all those things remain there. Now the Supreme Court has gone into this issue. One is the Ranjit Udeshi's judgment, which is talks of British Hicken test, which says by the standard, someone who was open to immoral influences and was likely to be corrupted or depraved by the material in question. So it is from the public's point of view, not from the point of view of the person who has published it. And however, this test was changed to American Roth test in the Avik Sarkar's case, where they said the American Roth test says obscenity is to be evaluated like an average person would, applying contemporary community standards. Now, when you apply contemporary community standards, which means changing contemporary values, what was probably, obscene about 100 years back during British times when the law was made may not be considered, obscene today.
True.
So, but when you post yourself, when such kind of an obscenity or, bold scenes are there in a movie, it is cleared by a censored board and a certificate is given. So a particular class of only audience can see, viewers can see it. In this case, it is an open platform, Instagram, where everybody is able to see. People less than 18 years also see. So there is a likelihood of, influence on their young mind, because he's a celebrity. He's also taken as a role model by many. And such
this is where I have an issue. And Desh Ratan Nigam, I'll come back to you as far as the role of social media and these pictures being available on a public platform. But we have another caller. Mrityunjay, I believe, is also now calling us. Go ahead. What do you feel?
Pictures being available on a public platform. We have another caller.
Mrityunjay, I'll also request you to please mute the television set behind you, but please go ahead. What do you feel?
Yes, sure. Hi, madam. Yes. Yeah. What I am saying is this celebrity is a star, Bollywood star. He's worn the picture what you're showing. He's worn a brief. What's harm in that? The bodybuilders they usually poses this kind of photo. There's nothing wrong. And if we are having a Miss World, Miss Universe, what do they wear? That is not objectionable. Where the social media is, then that time. And now today you're talking about 18 years children, below them to them. Everybody is having a mobile. What they see at home, who knows? This is of use to discuss. A star, he's a star. He is wearing. Anybody wants to watch, he will watch. Doesn't want to watch, he will close the chapter. That's all.
Yeah, I appreciate you calling us with that view. That really is the larger sentiment. That if you don't like it, switch the television set, watch another show, and if this is a magazine, just don't see it. What is the reason of wanting to slap an FIR in every case? But Desh Ratan Nigam, I quickly want to come back to you on the point that you were making. This could have some sort of an impression as far as the younger minds are concerned. Today, the younger generation lives and breathes on social media and the online platform with cell phones, laptops, so on and so forth. And who really knows what they're watching? The content is for everybody to see. So then, is this now becoming just an easy target?
Well, let me tell you, when whatever they are watching, when it comes in public domain, and under the law, if it is an offense, it is an offense. You can't say under the law it is an offense, but everybody is exposed to it, therefore it is not an offense. Let us be very clear on those aspects. Here, it is an absolutely nude photograph, although from the backside, and no briefs. So let us make it very clear. And therefore, when an offense is seen, the way the offense has been defined under the Indian law through Supreme Court judgments, as I said about American Roth test that they have developed, it is from the community's contemporary social values and standards. So this becomes very subjective. It is for the courts to see as to whether this is nude or not, whether wearing brief. And since it's a public platform, let us be very clear, it is open to everybody. So it will be seen from the point of view of people who are not considered to have their own independent mind.
Yeah, and that's why I think the larger issue that is also being raised, and Manvi, I want to bring you in, that are our sentiments becoming extremely vulnerable today, that they seem to be offended at the drop of a hat. Secondly, there is also an issue today that is there a convenient assumption thinking that everybody's sentiments have been heard, because that's one of the sections, that women's sentiments have been heard. You are a woman who's saying their sentiments haven't been heard. I definitely didn't see any issue as far as the photo shoot is concerned. Is there a convenient assumption today?
Where were the sentiments in 2019, where the first ever web series was released on Netflix from our Bollywood, where a couple was lying on the bed nude? There, at that time, the sentiments were not heard. There, I don't want to call out the name of the web series, but everybody knows. But where I'm going through, the couple is lying down on the bed nude, and there was no objection. It is just a perception. From past 2 years, there has been perception regarding the Bollywood that on every move, whatever they do, they'll be trolled. I'll give you an example. A caller said very likely that yes, if a woman wears a bikini, yes, a woman wears a bikini. If she goes on a ramp walk wearing a bikini for any contestant, or if she goes in a swimming pool, or she does a bikini shoot, no matter, even I do a bikini shoot at times, but I never get trolled because people have a perception. Oh, woman does it. Oh, she's looking hot. She's looking wow. And here, someone from the Bollywood actor, he has done it. It's an offense. I don't think it is an offense. And as far as the picture where he's lying down, he is not naked at all. The angle was as such, it is showing that he's not wearing anything. Maybe he's not wearing, but he is not being shown naked. So it's a soft target, and I would request that people should now grow up. They should at least see that their interest has been inclined towards South cinema, but they should also not deny that in South cinema they literally found our Bollywood actors acting in that South cinema. Because wherever you go, your acting skills, your content, your following goes with you. So if you like to watch South cinema, even I like to watch South cinema, you cannot deny the fact that yes, in South also we are getting high.
No, my larger issue also is we see models posing for shoots like this almost on a day-to-day basis. As our callers were also pointing out, a lot of wrestlers, other people involved in a lot of sporting events as well also wear something similar. So who really defines what is offensive? And Desh Ratan Nigam, the reason that I started by understanding as far as what these sections represent, as far as nudity is concerned, there is no frontal nudity. So I'm trying to understand, do these sections still hold?
Yes, they do, because let us talk like a lawyer, Here, nudity means you have to cover your private parts, both front and back. So here, if he had probably worn a brief, I don't think anybody could have filed, because you see all kinds of advertisements. But when it comes to cinema, there are certificates given by this particular cinema can be seen by all, this can be seen by adult, this can be seen by the particular age group. So there is a certification process out there. However, there are ethics rules also today of 2021, May 2021, Government of India brought about. So obscenity and things are covered also there. So once it is an open platform, it becomes one's own duty to see that they are not violating any law. Because that is not in the control of the government. Government can only take action once it is published.
Okay. Desh Ratan Nigam, just give me 30 seconds. I'll just come back to you. Another caller calling us. Abhinav is calling us from Vijayawada, I believe. Abhinav, go ahead. What do you feel?
Yeah, so to begin with, I think, so what the analyst has told us that he said that obscenity is contemporary, and I agree with that absolutely. But I don't think this is nudity, because I can't see his private parts. His genitals are covered. Even though, he's not wearing a brief or anything, I can't see his genitals. So as far as I'm concerned, that's not obscene to me. I'm sure that a lot of people who disagree with me who think that it's obscene. And as far as the other charge is concerned, insulting modesty of women, I don't think this is directed at anyone in particular.
True.
It's just a way of him expressing himself, and I don't think, that's a problem to anyone. And if I'm getting, if my sentiments are hurt, that means that I'm trying to pressure other people, to live according to my sentiments, and I think that's very hypocritical.
Okay, we appreciate you calling us.